the first time he narrated Neil's character to me, and I loved it. I think Neil's character, the way he has done it is fantastic. I said, yeah, great, we'll do the film. Then he said, there are two other stories, shall I tell you the story? I'll just tell you an outline. I said, no, tell me the story. And when he narrated and he said this, I said, sorry, hold it, I'll do this character. He said, no, but I want somebody like either a comedian or a character artist to do it. I said, no, I want to do this, otherwise I'm not doing the film. Because I felt that I wanted to do something very different from Raavan. And this is so very different, and it's a role that I've never done in my life. But having said that, I'd like to say that Neil has done a fantastic job, and I feel like that role also is very good. If I had done it like in a Tamil film, I would have done it. In Hindi, I've already done Raavan, so I thought, let me do something different.
Don't you like second Hindi movie after Raavan? And second director like Vision is first movie, second is like David. How's the experience design as a director? What's the strong point you take? Because he make always different movies. You like second, now David.
I think Bijoy's strong point would be the freedom he gives an actor. Like especially me, he just let me do whatever I wanted, whether it was my costume, the way I look, the way my character looks, and in the scenes also, like he used to give me a lot of freedom. But he's always there to give us good ideas, give us more of an input. So he just lets you run wild. And my character was something that needs to be free. So I could do whatever I wanted, and I loved working in that because it gave you a space where you can experiment. You don't feel restricted by, okay, this is all you need to do. I think that's a strength. Another strength is his fantastic ear for music and new sound. He's got beautiful sense of music. And he's also, the way he cuts the film, the way he presents it, very stylish, and I think all these are his strengths.
How many bottles you finished?
The bar. Like I was telling someone, I said like after I used to brush my teeth and they'll give me a bottle. Then during lunch break I said give me a bottle, otherwise I won't act. So they said let's start shooting in a bar, and I'm just joking, but it's the first time I'm playing a drunkard, and it was a nice feeling. I just thought I should be like somebody from, what does Goa stand for? Goa stands for that happiness. You don't have any stress, you don't think of anything, you're not bothered about anything. It's just you and the beach, and you're just there, maybe with your girlfriend or whatever, or just alone. I think that's the feeling I tried to imbibe, and alcohol was incidental. But I didn't have anything, sadly. Bijoy said, maybe after the shooting.
So you're gonna have party?
Yeah, I've been partying. For me, every day is a party, so I don't have to.
You're the first time in South. You've done so many movies in South and you use hit. You use so many like Setu, so many different. What's the difference like South movie and Bollywood? Because part of you are also Bollywood.
I think Bollywood. What is most enchanting about Bollywood is the fact that you all have so many scriptwriters and you have so many variety of cinema, which is not there in the South. Like there is very good cinema and there is cinema that runs. The very good cinema is definitely not the one that runs always, because the audience is not able to, like, they'd rather just come there and forget. They feel that in Chennai it's like we had a tough days of work and we want to just come and relax, just laugh. Now the trend is comedy. They just want to come there, laugh and go. They don't want to think or be shocked, nothing like that. And we don't have script writers. We just have directors who write scripts. So they'll have only one script. Here you have lots of script writers, you have lots of directors, and there are so many options. And you have so many interesting scripts to talk about. You start a project with a script writer and a script. There it doesn't happen. You start with a director, then you search for a story or he has a story. So that is a huge thing which I feel is lacking in the South. And audience, I feel, is more evolved here. They are able to understand a masala film, enjoy it. At the same time, they can work out a serious film. They are able to appreciate. You can make a biopic and still have audience liking it. These are, like, for actors like me, that's fantastic, I think.
Have you ever met 3 different Vikram in your life?
Yeah. In Aparajit I met. Now I'm doing I'm 3 different people. But I basically, everybody tells me like I look different every time. It's not like I have a beard. Again, I may have a beard, but I lose weight, I put on weight, I change my hairstyle. And people make fun of me. They say, okay, every movie you're changing. But how is it when you come to the gym every day you're looking different? So I think they've been meeting 365 Vikrams every year.
So many people say like don't you know like the way you did like same time different. How you prepare yourself? Because in Aprachita and Raavan it's like it do so naturally. How you do this? Can you tell me a little bit?
No, I'm basically, for me, acting, I'm very passionate about it. And I first start with the way I look. Like when I was doing David, actually I was playing a police officer in another role. So when I came for David, I kind of became thin because I wanted to be like a fisherman. I wanted to be scruffy. I grew my beard, my hair, and that is the first step I do. Then I internalize a lot. I try to change my walk. David also, I'll have one very different walk. I'll wear my pant like very low. I borrowed Bijoy slippers. He had some. I got slippers which are looking very new. I said, you should have given me 1 month earlier. I would have dirty. But even then, it wasn't looking dirty. So I said, Bijoy had one dirty slipper. I said, give it to me. No, no, don't wash it. Give it to me like that. And I used just that. And it's that each role, like Ravan, I used to lie down in the sun and just, just feel. I think it's all to do in the mind. Acting, I think, is more to do with the mind than anything else. That's where the homework is all happening. And I love it that there are so many different roles that are there you can try, and that there are so many good directors who are coming to me with these roles.
So after David, we feel that you're gonna be a full-fledged Bollywood actor now.
Yeah.
So are you planning to shift?
No,
or totally into Bollywood now? Or?
No. I'm very comfortable. I'm doing some really nice projects down south, but I'm waiting. Like how David happened. When it happened, I shifted my dates and did it. So every time something exciting happens in Hindi, I'll be doing it. It's just 4 days since the movie is released. I've already got about 5 offers. So I'm very excited. I've not had time to meet them, but I'm just thinking that I'm sure there are some very interesting scripts there waiting for me to do, and I will be doing them.
Any particular director you're looking forward to?
I think you'll have an amazing, they're like star directors. Like whether you take Vishal Bharadwaj, or you take Rakesh Mehra, or you take Sanjay Leela Bhansali, or you take Amir as a director, or Rajkumar Hirani. You have them, at the same time you have people like Abhishek or Rohit, like guys who have done, like whether it's Rock On or Vikram'S or Kahani or Tomar. Like I'm saying you have like fresh talent, at the same time you have these highly prolific directors, and I think there are so many directors out there, and there are so many interesting scripts. That seems like lovely. Like I feel like a kid outside one cookie shop just waiting. Wow. There's so many cookies and so many chocolates there. So
during the shooting, who's the most funniest person? Like the boy, because Neil is always like very fun on set. Now, how was the experience with Neil? Because
Neil, actually, I didn't have the pleasure of working with him because he's not there in my story. Vivek, I did one scene with him. But what happened was when we did the press, the moment we met, we hit off. Like 3 of us are crazy. They started saying, who's the crazy? The questions started coming like, okay, between the 3 of you, who's the craziest? And I was quiet. They said, it's him. And it was good fun. We after a point they said, please, can we start the interview? Like guys, like when you become a little serious, it was like that. Neil is such a riot. He's so funny and a very nice friend. And Vinay also is like, first time we met, he was very sober. The second time he came with a lot of crazy questions, and we started bullying him. It was good fun. But on the sets too, we've had fun because there was Nishant who was acting with me as Peter. He gets married to Roma. So I told him, Christian wedding, they have a kiss in the end. He said, really? And like he pretended not to notice, but I could make out even and brush his teeth and all that. He used to put mouth freshener, perfume, and he'll come and wait. And the shot used to go on, the kiss was never happening, and he couldn't ask anyone, when is the kiss? So finally they couldn't finish the scene, and then he was very upset. Then I told Bijoy also, this guy. So every day we'll tell him, hey, that scene, there are 3 shots balanced, no? Then Nishant will get all excited. Nishant, get ready. We'll think that, then he'll go brush his teeth. So finally during audio release, I saw him sitting like that. I said, why are you sad? He said, no, nothing. Yeah. I said, finally, did you kiss her? Hey, please, leave me. I don't do this. Not now. I know I'm not going to get. If you want, I'll take you to Roma. You want to, just tell me. They used to have a ball on the sets.
in South, like every actor admire you. In Bollywood, who's your most favorite actor in Bollywood? Because South, every newcomer admire your actor.
In Bollywood, thanks. But in Bollywood, I would. Salman is a very close friend of mine, and I think what he's doing now is fantastic. I feel very happy for him. I always tell him, I keep telling him, you don't need stories and all that. Your charisma is enough. He's the true superstar. I really feel that. But having said that, I also will say that Amir, what he's trying to do in every film is something different, and it's nice. He's a thinking actor. Shah Rukh's charm, I think he's amazing as what he is. His fans are always die hard, and Abhishek is a very close friend of mine, Neil, and all these people. So I like all of them, but Salman would be like, I've met him more often, I've spent a lot of time with him, and I think it's good fun to be around with. And Abhishek is so funny, and he's very hardworking as an actor when it comes like Raavan and all. I've seen him work. I'm very fond of him too.
Bollywood now more becomes a South remake. More of the movies are becoming a remake from from the South. What's your take on it? And any particular movie of yours you will wants to be?
I think
I know
Mrs. Sanjay Dutt is doing Police Giri, which is actually a remake of my super hit Sami. I think all my films, I think Mr. Sunny Deol has been wanting to do Dool or something. Famous Sami, he was talking Bhima. I like his work also. But the thing is, I think this trend for you all right now is you all are going through that masala, cycle, which I don't know how long that will last. But it's huge, and it's nice to see those films being remade in Hindi with on a different palette, on a different canvas, much bigger. Like Singham, again, Singham was every film. In South, now we've shifted away from that genre. It's now more into comedy and more into rowdyism and realistic cinema and stuff like that. But I love doing these kind of films. I've done a Dool, I've done a Sami while doing like a Sedu or a Pitamagan, very serious performances. But I like these kind of films a lot because you can come out there and do things with a lot of style, and I think Salman's doing it like really well. I call him the Rajnikant of North India. I told him they are like it's not everybody who can do stuff like that and get away with it. But Salman does it with so much style, and that's often.
Back to David, one thing you just love about David.
I think David, what I loved about David is the fact that he could take 3 different lives, and he made us go into those lives. He takes you into 3 different worlds, and after a point, all the the different time zones just evaporate. It's all like it's one time zone and what is happening. And I love the way he juxtaposed the scenes. I loved what he did with the characters. I found it personally, even if I hadn't been a part of the film, I would have loved the film. Not because just I'm in it. I like the way he presented it. And I think it's through and through, I think it's a director's film with some really good performances from all of us.
In Bollywood, like in Mumbai, audience have been waiting for your movie because after Raavan, a long time now. Yeah. Are you like, why you so late for it?
I wanted to get that kind of a script. I wanted a script like David. Like, I see the impact it has in the theatre is what I wanted. So the other scripts which I got were nice scripts, but my role wasn't so challenging. This one was like, so that's why I said I want to do that role. Likewise, now I'm listening to scripts. I could do my next film in like 3 months or 4 months, or I could do it after 10 years. But I want to do it because I'm doing very well down south. I have very good characters and things. So whenever I do Hindi, I want to do something that's memorable, something that's very different. And now I think David has been it's like a launch pad for me. People have seen me, they see me fight, they see me joke, they may see me fall in love and get ditched also. And I don't get the girls, sadly. But I think they've seen me doing romance, they've seen me in comedy, it's like showcases me as a complete actor who's comfortable with Hindi. So I see a lot of film offers coming my way, and I'm open to it. I want to see, I told you, all the things that Hindi cinema holds so attractive for a South Indian actor, like the variety and the audience response and all that. I think that's very, tempting. So whenever an interesting script or a character happens, I will be doing it.